Hey, Dad, come on over and sit down. Let's talk to the folks for a few minutes.
Okay.
So this newsletter, everything up till now, we've got over 40 YouTube videos, and everything up to now really has been kind of teaching you guys and showing you what we know, and we've got a lot more planned for you. But this particular one is one we've talked about for a while now. This one is about you guys and what you guys are doing. We hear from people all over the country, all over the world, that are taking the stuff that we're teaching you guys and actually being successful with it. So we just want to, this is kind of a tribute to you guys. So we're going to share with you guys some information about stuff that's being done out there with some of the techniques that we've taught them.
Yeah, well, he just said a lot of what I was going to say, but
I beat you to it.
Yeah, right. The point is that everything that we've done so far has been sort of teaching you something about what we know. But this whole video, or most of this video at any rate, is going to be based on what we've been able to teach somebody else and what they've done and what they've shared with us in their feedback to us. And some pictures and some websites that they've put up with their routed signs and what they're doing. And so we just want to share that with you, some of the stuff they've shared back with us.
So, we're gonna show you 4 different people that we've talked to, that we've had a lot of correspondence back and forth with. We're not pointing anybody out in particular as being the best or anything like that. We're just showing.
I think it's 5, isn't it?
Is it 5?
I think it's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, excuse me. That would be 5. But actually, we hear from people all the time, so we could probably put 15 or 20 on here. But we're going to do this on a periodic basis. We're going to come back and share more. So if you've got some websites out there or Facebook pages, we can't promise you that that we're going to make a video and post yours on there, but we certainly want to see what you're doing, and if you would like some feedback from us on what we think of what you're doing, we'll give you some critique on it, and we do that on a regular basis. So that's part of what we do and why we're here. So
yeah. We're always happy to give feedback. Like Rick said, we can't promise you that everything that you send to us is going to show up on a video, because that's not going to happen. We just get so much stuff. But we always will give you feedback. I don't care who you are or what you're doing. If you're learning the techniques that we teach and you're doing signs and you send us pictures, you'll get some feedback on it. If you want some advice on it, if you want to know what we think about what your progress is, we'll be glad to share that with you.
So it's part of what we do. It's part of what we want to do to help you get better at what you're doing. Currently, as of right now, we've got way over 100,000 views on our videos. We've got 40 something now. I think this might be 43 or 44. So we've got a bunch of videos out there. Again, we've got a lot more planned, a lot more great things coming up. But again, this is a tribute to you guys. So if you've got some stuff that you want to send us and get feedback on, feel free. And I was telling one of our students, Burge Robbins, I was just talking to him yesterday. He's in Northern California, and I was telling him, we don't know it all. We've been doing this for over 40 years, but that doesn't mean that we're not open-minded enough to say that if you've done something that may be a little bit different than what we're doing, share it with us. And if we find it a valid point or something valid enough, I won't just do it blindly without trying it first. But if we find it a valid point or a valid technique that we can share with everybody else, hey, we're all in this together. So we're just having fun doing this, but we're not beyond. I'm still learning all the time. So if you guys have got suggestions, hey, bring them on. We want to hear them. And again, feedback from you via email or give us a call. And if you've got some suggestions of things that you want to see on upcoming videos, bring them on. We want to give you guys as much support as we can.
Yeah, and we talk back and forth amongst ourselves quite often, and since we get so much feedback and we get emails, and we can't really, sometimes it's hard to express the satisfaction we get by being able to share what we know with other people. We get so many nice comments and just glowing tributes about what we do, and we don't consider what we do anything super spectacular, but we get such nice comments. The satisfaction we get from sharing what we know with other people is more than payment enough for what we do.
So anyway, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put these, at least the five, not four, but five people that were actually showing you this month. We're going to put them on a whiteboard so you can write down their websites and Facebook pages and take a look at them, see what they're doing.
Check them out, because these guys are, they're using our techniques, but they're talented. They're good sign carvers. They're making really exceptionally nice looking signs. So check them out, and there will be more from time to time that we'll share with you. But these five on this first one are something that you really need to check out and see if you have. Maybe you're just starting out and you're not sure where you're going with this or whether or not you can do it. You check these guys out, and it's not just guys, but there's some gals that have bought our DVDs too, and we'll share that later on with you. But you check out these websites and these Facebook pages, and you'll see that with the techniques that we teach and your willingness to learn, you can do just as good as we do. At some point in time, we've been doing it for 40 years, and sometimes we make it look pretty easy, but truth is, it's just as easy as we make it look. Now there's the phone. We're going to have to quit this. Okay, I'm off the phone now, son.
Well, let's about time.
Yeah, right. Let's go ahead and show this whiteboard we've got made up here, and we'll show each of these in turn. We're going to show this whiteboard for a couple of minutes here, so that you can see the web address for Morgan Stoltz in Sweden, Jim Free in South Dakota, Gary Byrne, who's over in Ireland, and Chris Cadillo in Ontario, California, and Bob Hatch in Freiburg, Maine. The last two are both on Facebook. Tell them how to get to Facebook to see those.
So you should be able to just go to Facebook.com. Many of you probably are very familiar with Facebook. Just go to Facebook.com, and then you should be able to just type in those names: Chris Cadillo in Ontario, California, and Bob Hatch in Freiburg, Maine. You should be able to just find them that way. They both have lots of pictures of their carved signs on Facebook. So. That should be fairly simple to do, just Facebook.com.
And just start right at the top with Morgan Stoltz. He's over in Sweden, but he has a website. So just to put in just what you see there, what you see that I've written down, type that in to go to his website. And then Jim Free in South Dakota, the same thing. Just type that in. Gary Byrne in Ireland, he's got his website with a .ie at the end, which is Ireland. So just go to each one of those, and you'll be able to see what our students who have learned our techniques and used our techniques to start carving signs, you'll see what they've done. And you'll see that the truth is you can do it too. All you have to do is want to do it and learn how to do it, and you can do the same thing. So, what do you think, son?
Well, that's about it. On these websites, by the way, just in case it may look like it, there's no spaces in any of these. Those are all like in between the two forward slashes and Morris there. There's no space there, and there's no space in the www.custom wood design. So there's no space in there. It's all one word, just like a normal website. I think Dad was just a little shaky when he was writing that on the board, but at least he wrote it so where you can read it. If I was writing it, you'd never be able to read it. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up. Let's see, subscribe to our website or to our newsletters, and we're on Facebook now. We've got a Dave Signs deal on Facebook too. So check us out, and we will see you down the road. Have a great one.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Merry Christmas.